Why? Why are you Thor? You don't deserve to be Thor. You're not fucking
You have
Thor.
your own mantle, your own powers.
You know what pissed me off about that though? That they treated
went over that before, like when we was looking at the movie list.
we did. But here's what I said,
Did
Sony.
she like leave
No,
like Marvel for a moment, then came back, and now she got the role?
now she got the role. But but I'm talking about in terms of the that's so fucking dumb, Natalie Portman. But on terms of the comic book, we're live, guys. Welcome to the SOULcast. In terms of the comics, fucking dude, Thor Odinson is his literal fucking name. He's not a superhero named Thor. He's an actual fucking guy named Thor Odinson. So you can't just, bro. The fucking, what is it? The fucking law, whatever the fuck is. I can't think of the name. The legend states that those who is able to wield the helm will be granted worthy and be able to wield the powers of Thor. You don't fucking become Thor. Yep. Thor still fucking exists. So the fact that she picks this hammer up and then she's like, she's Thor now. No, you are not. Thor still fucking exists.
Exactly.
You're not fucking Thor. You're Jane Foster who has the power. You know what? Welcome to the fucking SOULcast. We're going to talk about the PS5.
And I do have a good amount of thoughts regarding it.
Awesome. Let's open the floor up, bro. Category. If you want to jump off, what's your thoughts on the PS5, bro? You can talk about the trailers, whatever you've seen so far. If you want to go into specs, I'll have to pull some stuff up. I haven't really looked at the specs so far because I don't care. I know it's going to be a monster, but
honestly,
I don't even care about that. Like when they compare that to the Xbox, like, dog, I just want to play it. I don't give a fuck about the specs. It's going to be good.
Like, here's the thing. I follow a lot of channels like that cover specs. No, not a lot, but it is decent stuff because mostly because I like to listen to certain people talk. And I don't really care about it, but it's interesting. No, this one has this much fucking graphical power. Oh, cool. I'm still going to buy PlayStations no matter what. I don't really.
Exactly. PlayStation all day.
Honestly, so my one basically for me, they had games that I'm very intrigued by, and that's all that matters to me. I don't care. I mean, I don't care what it looks like. I mean, I mean, ultimately, you want it for the games that are on it. Let's be honest. And if the games look good to you,
I played Halo like once anyway. That was like on the original Xbox. I never played another Halo game. I was like, it's cool, but I don't really care.
Yeah. But man, and I mean, I'm not sure if I'm the only one here, but I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan. The Ratchet and Clank game is so good.
Man, that new Ratchet and Clank actually made me shed a tear. For those, I mean, just a peek into side past the character. So Ratchet and Clank is my favorite franchise. Like not of like maybe all time, but it's definitely I would say some of my. Okay, I can say my top 3 favorite franchises actually right now. Ratchet and Clank, Tomb Raider, and Marvel vs. Capcom. So to see a new Ratchet and Clank, I'm like yes. So there you go.
I'll go ahead and tell you mine then, since you mentioned yours. Kingdom Hearts.
I hate that game's story so much. It's just like insulting me.
Ratchet and Clank. God of War used to be one of them until the PS4 game. And
that game. Here's the thing about that game. I actually like that game. It's not like a bad mechanical game, but that is not God of War. That's not like if you told me God of War, that's not God of War. God of War doesn't have stats and gear and fucking like that's not God of War. I'm supposed to be. Dude, because I was playing on Give Me God of War, and I played it, and it was fantastically fun for the challenge of it. That's because I love Souls type games. But playing, I was like, bro, that's not what God of War is supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to run through everything with no challenge because I'm unstoppable.
Exactly, and it's not
supposed to around those Valkyries, man. I hated fighting them bitches so much. Like, god damn, man. Like, what is this?
It's not supposed to be God of the Last of Us. It's supposed to be God of War.
And Last of Us Part 2. Ooh, we want to. We'll talk about that probably a little bit later on. I don't want to start fucking yelling.
Yeah. But what else can be? What else?
10 out of 10. Okay,
What else could possibly be said about PS5? Well, like I said,
here's the one thing I will be looking forward to. I mean, I don't necessarily care about the specs and stuff, but world physics. What I have seen from these trailers is that the world physics of the next gen games are going to be so much fun for me because I'm the type of person I just love senseless destruction. So like my level of joy when I was playing Power Warriors 4 and I punched somebody with Luffy and then they flew into the building behind me and then the building exploded and then they kept flying and then more buildings exploded. I was like, oh my god, destructible environment. So like when next gen, that I was looking at these trailers and I was paying attention to like what was happening in the world, like how the trees move when you run against them and how the characters interact and stumble and trip when they fall and how the ground breaks when you hit it hard. It's stuff like that. It's interesting to me. So I will say I'm looking forward to games incorporating more of that. Like, you know what I mean? Because you know how we'll have games like in like not necessarily this gen, but in the previous gen before this gen, where like you could shoot a wall and there'll be a bullet hole, but it'll go away after like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's go ahead.
They kind of showed that in the new Ratchet and Clank, where it looked like things that got destroyed would just remain destroyed.
That's so cool. Like I love the power of these. These things are basically just like our phones. Every year they turn more and more into computers. It's getting to the point where they're all just going to be computers at some point.
Oh yeah.
Stoney, man, anything about the PS5 in particular, like design wise, some game trailers you've seen, anything that you just like getting hyped for?
Man, when I seen Horizon Dawn, the second one, I was hyped for that, man. It's just something about playing with Aloy through that whole game was just fun. Just beating up those fucking mecha dinosaurs and shit. So
dude, Horizon Zero Dawn, since I love Tomb Raider so much, is actually one of my favorite games. Like,
I didn't expect I was gonna like that game that much.
Dude, see, I'm a fiend for like if I play like any RPG, if there's like a bow and arrow option, best believe I'm using it. So like I just love like bow and arrows. So the fact that was my only weapon, I was like, yes, I love this. Thank you. I'll take it.
Then you're probably going to be all over Kenna then.
Which one's that?
Who the fuck? Was your kid?
Kenna was the one with the girl who used that staff that could be used.
Yeah, it was like a staff and it turned into a bow and arrow. See, I didn't even think about that game, and then I saw her staff turn into a bow and arrow. Wait, yeah, go ahead, mute yourself, Stone. But so I was looking at the trailer for that Kenna game, and I was like, that's a cute little game. But I wasn't necessarily into it. But then I saw her staff turn into a bow and arrow, and I was like, all right, yeah, I might buy. I'll buy it. Like,
I just love how it kind of feels as though it's Pixar meets video games. I mean, it
reminded me of something like Tack
or Kung Fu Panda in a way.
Yeah, something like that. Like, but like, still, here's my thing. Like, if it says the game is clearly combat focused, I do not like games that are combat focused that are easy. So I will hope that it has some level of difficulty to it.
I'm sure it will.
Now, hello, Florian, bro. If you can hear us, what the fuck is up?
What's up? It's funny that you say that just as I'm walking in. I was taking a shower.
Bro, that's the dynamic entry if I've ever seen one. We talked about the PS5, man. You got any thoughts on it?
Well, it's funny that you said that because I've been talking to it about it with my friends, and I told them the PS4 was the last console I plan on buying. I might actually get a Switch. Well, main console. I guess I'll buy a Switch though, but I'm trying to switch over to PC gaming unless they have like some very exclusive game that the PlayStation doesn't give to PC. But like games like, The Last of Us and
see, I hear people say this. Not to end, but just like everybody knows what exclusives are going to be on the PS5. It's the sequels to games that already exist and ones we never heard of yet.
Yeah. And what's it called? The Spider-Man game, especially too.
Get that shit out of here, bro. I want a real Spider-Man 2. What happened to the fuck? What happened
they announced that that Spider-Man is its own game, and then the original Spider-Man is still in the works.
See, I assumed it was gonna be. This is like an Infamous First Light or like a Uncharted Lost Legacy or something like that. I was like, where is the thing with the fucking Green Goblin and the Venom and all the shit you was setting up?
Oh, we're gonna get that.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I want. Listen,
My headcanon theory is what happened with that is that they originally planned on, showing that. But since with all this, the BLM movement, they were just like, "Nah, we got to push this now." Even if I'm assuming that's what happened.
pretty much what happened. I was assuming. Look, I immediately thought I was like, look here.
Peter on the back burner.
Look here. Here's the thing about this. And it's like, since I am a gamer, this is clearly what this is. You're not about the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in me just because of Black Lives Matter. And what I mean by that is, bro, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was literally Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was literally Assassin's Creed 2, but you could stand up on horses. And Revelations was literally that game, but you can throw bombs. So all this game is, I looked at the trailer, bro. This is literally the PS4 Spider-Man game, but I'm hoping you change some of the fucking fundamental combat mechanics and you put a Miles skin on the character model. And yeah, you probably created new scenarios, but it's the same gameplay formula from the first game. You already know what you're going to do. You're going to be climbing a wall, stringing them. You know what I mean? It's not a new game. I want a new game. I want a new game with new mechanics, new physics, new everything. This is the same game with new story sequences built into it with a new character skin with hopefully some new moves, which they should have. First off, if this Miles shouldn't fucking have spider sense, since he doesn't have spider sense, since I actually read the fucking comic book, but
I thought he did. Interesting.
No, the thing about Miles, he doesn't have spider sense. What he does have is, in return, he can camouflage and become invisible, just naturally, and his webs are electric or not electric. They have like a stunning factor to them.
That's
or something.
pretty sick, by the way. Those powers are why I want to play as Miles. Honestly,
Yeah,
if they don't just make him a Peter clone, like they don't just make him a Peter clone, that'll be like Spider-Man 2099 doesn't have spider. The only Spider-Man with spider sense is Peter Parker. Spider-Man Miguel O'Hara does not have spider sense. He has accelerated vision. He can see faster than you. I know that's a crazy power, but he can literally see faster than you. He can't see into the future, but he can see faster than you.
He got the Byakugan.
That's crazy.
No, seriously, that's the truth. Like, that's literally accelerated vision. Like, it's like they explained it, and I don't get it. All I know is that it came down to I see faster than you can. I was like, I don't really get how, since light bounces at the same speed, but
But he also has talents.
And he has talents. So, like, every Spider-Man is different. So, if this game is hopefully they do rework his abilities, so he's literally not just a Peter clone with maybe some different takedown animations and some different special moves or whatever.
You'd have to rework the combat.
I thought they said it was going to be the original story, so it's the same one I bought on PlayStation 4? Because if so, that's...
No. What I'm saying, what I mean by it's the same game, Stoney. What I'm saying is, like, yes, it's an original story, but, like, the engine of the game is the game from it's the PS4 Spider-Man game's engine. So it's not a new game made from the ground up. Like, even though it might look similar, I can tell you every fundamental gameplay difference between each of the Street Fighter games. Even though the characters are doing the same moves and Ryu's heavy kick is always going to look exactly the same in each game. It functions differently because it's a different built game. This game is like it's basically an add-on extension to the game you've already played, but it's not a from the ground up new made game.
I'm going to have to wait for that bitch to have a price drop then.
Yeah, but
you'll be doing new.
What I was gonna say is that, like, I know where you're coming from, but honestly, I love that first Spider-Man game so much that I don't care.
No, don't get me wrong. You can, bro. I have every Uncharted, and I have Uncharted Lost Legacy. Uncharted Lost Legacy is literally Uncharted 4, but I'm playing with Chloe. And that's not even a big gameplay. Listen, there's no difference between playing with Chloe and playing with Drake. There's no difference. There's none. I mean, she doesn't run faster. She, you know what I mean? She doesn't she doesn't take more damage. I mean, less damage or something. You know, it's just like, oh, it's okay, basic. It's just a character model and a new story in a new environment. Cool, I'll take it. Fundamentally the same game. I'm playing the same game, but it's a new character, and that could make it feel like a new game entirely. But you're playing the same game.
True.
Yeah, well, the same thing with that goes for the Batman series. It's,
Yeah, I agree.
except for like the Arkham, the last
Arkham
one when they added the Batmobile.
You had to fight Deathstroke in the bed. That shit pissed me.
Oh God, don't get me
Arkham
started
Knight
on
was an
Arkham
amazing
Knight.
game. It really was a great technological marvel of a game, especially if you compare it to Arkham City / Arkham Origins, because both of them were the same game. It's just Arkham Origins, they made a quarter section larger, a new area, and it was snowing. But other than that, it's the same game.
Arkham Knight was just
Arkham Knight was a technological marvel. That was a fantastic game. Listen, they overused the shit on the Batmobile. Oh my god! Like I didn't need the Batmobile for 40% of the puzzles in the game. You need the Batmobile for. It was just crazy. I was like, bro, why? I was like, come on, bro. Yeah, and I'm the type of I love those games so much because I hunt down every fucking riddle, so it's just like every time I got to riddle and I realized, man, I gotta sell this bitch with the Batmobile. I got mad. Like I was like, yo.
It's like, man, I don't even want to solve all these riddles, man. Because each time I'm like, damn,
I drudged through it. What pissed me off with the Batmobile in that game was only when like I finally get to one-on-one with Deathstroke, he hops out, and then there's a cutscene, and then it's over. And I was like, whoa, wait.
That shit wasted my time.
I was like, I don't get to fight Deathstroke. I literally got to fight Deathstroke in Arkham. You know what? That's why I want to dismiss Arkham Origins, because the Arkham Origins has the best boss battles out of any of those games. All of them. It has the best.
From what I've seen, yeah, it definitely looks like that.
See, but the thing is, Arkham City had the best story.
Yeah, Arkham City is so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I would
god.
agree.
That new Batman game is going to be announced for the 5, but maybe in the future. I just want to fuck shit up this Batman.
Honestly, I just want a Batman Beyond game and get Will Friedle back to voice
We're
him.
gonna be talking about things we want for the PS5 or just in gaming. And listen, I'm so tired. Like, bro, just start making games about heroes. Just do it. Just do it. I don't even care which ones. Give me a game about the Flash. Give me some kind of crazy ass game about the Flash where people can rob their banks and I run up on them and you can hit a guy so hard and they enter like Speed Force mode and then he like flies around. You can punch all his friends and then run and grab him and then make him stand still. It's just crazy speed physics. Give me a game about the Green Arrow. I'll play it. Give me a game about Blade. I'll play it. Or give me a game about literally any super. Bro, Ghost Rider wouldn't be a good game. Like you wouldn't want to like.
Strange.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to dimensions and fight. That shit would be like Dark Souls with fucking Doctor Strange. That's what it would be like to me. That's what I'm imagining. Like that shit would be fucking.
And maybe we could get.
Oh yeah, there. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna get that. Come on, bro.
I've never played the original, so I'll want to try that. You know.
But hold on. There's something important. Florian, you never buy another console again?
That's possibly.
Man, listen, I don't know where you get off with this slander. I don't know.
No, is that because I like to play games like Rocket League, and then I started playing it on my friend's PC. Like I still was playing with the PlayStation controller. It's just that he had it hooked up, but it was just like it felt like damn near a different game. I felt it was just like the difference between the specs that the PCs could offer from what consoles can is it's a whole new experience.
Listen, bro, I literally have a super mega PC behind me, and I've never turned it on. I didn't build it or nothing. It was given to me from a friend that passed, but I was just like, I'm just gonna press this button and my PlayStation's gonna turn on.
I'm more than likely I'm getting a console. It's just that like I have no plans on buying the PS5 because like when the PS4 dropped, like literally the day it dropped, I got it. And then not the same thing what happened with PS3. I had to wait a little while because I was younger, didn't have my own money. But yeah, this is just how it is right now. I'm just like I realized the PC's just a better way of gaming right now.
I love these fucking PC dudes. These guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
On a technological standpoint, I feel you with it. Was like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but like,
I mean, I used to be the same way. It's like, all right, so I plan on buying like like a PlayStation. Like if I'm like financially secure, if I buy one, and then like like for when people come over, we can play Madden, FIFA, 2K, whatever, or like something that like. For me, consoles is more
hook up
like
your PC and play Madden with everybody.
Wait, say that again?
You just like hook up your PC and play Madden with everybody.
I mean, yeah, but with PC gaming, you usually play like like in front of a small monitor in front of your face. You have to like move your PC to like a big screen or something. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like consoles, like for the boys.
Computer to a TV with an HDMI cable.
Yeah, but it's like I wouldn't have my PC next to a big TV like that. I will have it like in a secure room, like in my room or something, and I have like the a big screen out in the living
If
room.
I'm on a game on a fucking PC, that would be a console rigged PC. I would basically be playing like it's a console because it's not going nowhere. Doing it to something, might as well hook up to a big ass TV.
Speak the shit.
Give me 1 second.
I will. I think the game that I'm honestly most well, I shouldn't say the game because there's technically three, but one that I saw and pretty much said yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for was what I jokingly like to refer to as the real Death Stranding, which is Returnal.
Oh, I was about
Because
to talk about that next, man. When I was looking at that trailer with that chick kept dying to come back, and then like the whole trailer kept going, I was like, oh man, this game might be fire.
yeah, I looked at that and said, "Thank you, Sony. You finally gave me Death Stranding, the game, the real Death Stranding, not the delivery service."
No,
Um,
I haven't played any of those games before.
I haven't even touched Death Stranding because I don't know. It just looks way too monotonous. Um,
I'm almost tired of the Hitman games, but it's just something about me just being an assassin, just killing people. I just love the series.
well,
Never
I'm getting the
Especially
feeling.
like how creative you can be with, like you can poison them in the air ducts, find a knife
Yeah,
and throw it at them. Like they go to their room, they get electrocuted. It's like so many different ways I could just kill people and watch it. I don't know. I don't know why I
I'm get,
enjoy that so much.
I'm getting the feeling that 3 is not going to follow the same format as the episodic ones, just because of the way it was advertised and the way that the developer said it's the sequel to the PS2 games. So that kind of gives me the impression that this is going to be a different format. Maybe it'll be a bit more like Absolution, but with hopefully more added to it. Um, I know I might be in the minority here, but can we please get like some kind of a hand-to-hand combat system there? Maybe throw in some missions where we
Yeah,
have
I
to.
always be thinking that too. I'm like, man, when they get close, man, you need to chop them down, take them down real fast. Because sometimes,
Yeah,
like, damn, I have to get my gun ready or find a like melee weapon to hit them real quick. I was like, shit.
yeah. Just because you're a silent assassin, just because you're playing as somebody who kills targets without getting caught doesn't mean you can't mix up the gameplay and throw in some segments where, you know, security sees you and you have to, disarm them or something. Doesn't mean you can't have scenes like that.
Yeah, see, I like that to be able to have a disarm mechanic if they get too close and they're about to be alerted to quickly knock them out.
Yeah.
I don't know what other games.
Okay, so lesson for life as of right now. If you have a roommate and you smoke weed and you have a dog and you like to sit in the dark, don't do those things when your roommate walks out his room because your dog will be confused and think of strangers in your house and go nuts.
Oh.
Continue.
So, are you going? Do you play the Hitman games?
What's up?
Do you play the Hitman games? Any of them?
I've never played a Hitman game in my life, but I respect that world because I respect dudes with ability. I respect dudes with power, and power manifests in multiple ways. And you cannot tell me the nigga from the Hitman games is not a superhuman. I don't give a fuck if he doesn't have superpowers.
He pretty much is. He's well, if I'm not mistaken, in the game's lore, he's genetically enhanced. He's kind of like Solid Snake in that regard.
Yeah, but Solid Snake did a backflip to dodge a missile, then landed on said missile, then jumped off missile while it was flying through the air, into the air, up into a helicopter's face, and shot it with a fucking stinger and landed on his feet.
That last Metal Gear game with designs was straight ass, man. I couldn't believe this shit. I was like, I just want another Metal Gear game. You give me this one, so I'm like, this is so gay.
Nah,
But yeah, no. In terms of Hitman, I've never played the games, but I mean, third-person shooters are dope. I don't have to play it to know it's a good game. I just never had the chance to really like pick it up or necessarily want to play it. and I run into a problem where I might be interested in the game, but I don't really like when I got into Assassin's Creed. It was where Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and then I played Assassin's Creed, and I was like, I don't like this game. And then I played Assassin's Creed 2, and I was like, damn, I like this game. So it's just I don't really want to go back and replay all of them, basically.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd say the good thing about the Hitman series that, from what I've seen, is you don't really have to go back and play the others. It's not really as necessary to the story for each game because they're mostly self-contained, I'd say.
Well, not necessarily just for story, but more so just for sakes of just familiarizing. Because like, if you take somebody and like they may be an adequate gamer, but you let's say you just give them Arkham Knight, within like 30-40 minutes they'll get the curve of the game, but they'll start learning how to play right. If you take somebody the same person the same day the game came out and they played Arkham Asylum, City Origins, and then you handle Arkham Knight. Well, as soon as they put that motherfucker in, they're basically a pro at it. There'll be some new things, but they'll be gliding. It's just a little different when you play the games in succession. By the time you get to the current game, you familiarize yourself with the way the game is meant to be played.
I agree with that. I was like that with Batman. It's like, man, I already know how to counter their attacks, man. I don't need this. I don't need that fucking thing above my head to warn me when I press the button. I'm Gucci.
I'm good, bro. All I gotta do is learn this.
I'll tell you what.
All I gotta do is get used to the new physics, bro. Yeah, when it comes to jumping from game to game, if you get like Uncharted, all you gotta do is get used to the new physics. Like not necessarily how the game is meant to be played. You already know how the game is meant to be played.
This is true.
But oh man, hold on, wait a minute.
Let me see the other games.
Is there anybody else wanted to riff on about next gen consoles or PC gaming or just gaming as do you guys want to kind of talk about the last ones really quick?
I don't know what's going to happen. I know you checked out the spoilers to it, but I don't want to know what happened at the end.
We're going to avoid the Last of Us then. But listen, I actually watched a review, a fair, completely unbiased, spoiler-free review. And you know what? It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And I'm still not getting the game. It's going to be a great game with great gameplay and technological marvel and beautiful and a heart-wrenching story and for just things that I know for a fact will happen. And it was like, okay, still it didn't change my mind. But Last was 2, go get it if you want it. I don't know.
Well, I'll look at it as the game's too short. It's only 30 hours.
The first one.
Man, I just replayed the first fucking Last of Us, man.
No, the first one's a masterpiece.
I'm more interested in Ghost of Tsushima. Way more.
Listen. I normally hate games when I can't jump, but the Last of Us is so good.
I don't so mad. Like you got superhuman strength, you got speed, but you can't jump, bitch. I was like, how? How is this possible?
And then I was thinking when you first started playing with Ellie, I was like, oh, maybe she could jump. Nope. I was like, oh.
She does seem a bit more agile than Joel.
No, in terms of physics, she moves quicker than Joel, but takes way more damage than he does.
I guess I guess that makes sense. But
yeah, because think about who she fight, bro. Like I fucking love that. I love to play on the hardest difficulty and all that shit because it's so real. Because bro, if I was a little girl, fuck if I got a knife in my hand. If a grown ass man saw me and ran up and 2-piece me in my jaw 2 times as hard as he could, and you're a 13-year-old girl, you're hitting the ground. The fight's over.
That's true. Yeah.
That's an instant KO.
This is funny. That's why I watched this one movie. I don't know what fucking Insidious or some fucking shit. The Conjuring. I don't know what the fuck it was. But some little girl got possessed and started beating these grown ass adults with a wrench.
Wow.
And I was like, wait a minute. I don't care if she's possessed by evil spirit trying to kill you. This is still a little girl. You've not told me she became physically stronger or anything. This is still a little girl.
It kind of reminds me
with a wrench and started stabbing them and stuff. And I was like, bro, just beat her ass.
So it wasn't like Insidious where the boy slaps his hand onto the table and he blows everybody back.
I don't know what movie it was. Maybe it was I don't know. It was like The Conjuring or it was one of those movies. But it was like an old lady who could fight demons. or something.
Yeah. Then did she get like possessed at the end too? Because then she had like 2 lackeys with her.
And they got their ass beat by a little girl. But anyway, if that's the case, we're gonna just move on to the one thing. We're gonna talk about it really quick. So, for some reason, I guess it's Pride Month. I don't know, but Nickelodeon felt the need. They felt the need to just go on Twitter and be like, "Hey, we're Nickelodeon, and SpongeBob's gay."
So
No,
technically.
not only that, but then they put another picture apparently, which I assume because they kind of pretty much just said so, but like, well, actually no, nothing was ever said. But they also said Avatar Korra is gay as well. I was like, cool. I mean, but like, bro,
wait, with Korra was more egregious. Korra just came out of nowhere, just like and it was like it's like Korra's like a story that starts from beginning to end, but SpongeBob is just episodic, where it just.
Hey, listen, I don't got no beef with Korasami.
I do.
I got a chocolate vanilla. I like a chocolate vanilla swirl, man. What can I say? It's just like sometimes you just got. If that's just what it is what it is. If I know that's what's going to happen, and as far, even though we may not be in the world anymore, as long as time progresses in that world, that it's a chocolate vanilla swirl in the spirit world, I'm cool with it. I like it. Fuck Mako. But like in terms of SpongeBob, bro, it's a fucking sponge.
Yeah, SpongeBob just sounds random as hell. Especially
it's a fucking Korra is a person. Like ultimately, if you want my honest opinion, I'll give you the fair one. Korra is at least a person, right? Like so, like she has a sexual. At some point, you realize she does have a sexual. Fuck it, and she's already dated. Like who cares? Like if you want to stamp that on her, fine. But even with that being stated, SpongeBob is a sponge. Like
yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
you got a point, but there's like I remember when the news came out, I saw this clip from an episode, which I've always told my friends about this clip and said like, yo, SpongeBob has to be gay, bro. It's like they're not even trying to hide it.
When they was raising the clam together or some shit like that.
No, that too, but like there was this one.
Wearing the maid outfit?
No, yeah, that one. But they were in some car, right? And then it was SpongeBob and Patrick, and then he was saying bye to all of his other friends, right? He said, "Bye, Sandy. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Like, bye, Squidward. Bye, Sandy. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward." And then he was like, "Yo, you said Squidward twice." We're like, "I know. I like Squidward."
Yeah, listen, Brother SpongeBob is fucking gay. Bye.
I don't care. I'm still watching.
Like he's a sponge. It doesn't. And let's get down to the meat of it, bro. Not only is he a sponge, but he's also a fucking cartoon. If you want to be real rap, as far as I'm concerned, the vast majority that I would argue right now, we could debate it. I will argue 96% of cartoons, from portrayal alone, are asexual and have shown no sexual interest to anything.
Yep, I'd agree. Yep, that's pretty much pretty much correct.
Because they're cartoons. And
I mean,
the only one guaranteed that wasn't it was Johnny Bravo. Because
here's the thing: the reason why I say 96 because I'm lumping in cartoons who I know have parents. So obviously, if they have parents, the parents make love, the child exists, etc. But even with that being stated, the parents almost typically never show sexual interest until that fucking rating hits TVMA.
One thing I'd like to say. Okay, yeah, Nickelodeon, that's all fine and dandy, but here's the thing.
He's a sponge.
Who really cares? I mean, that's not gonna make more people interested in SpongeBob than we're already interested in it.
Who doesn't already think SpongeBob is fucking gay?
I mean, okay, yeah.
Person.
I mean, that's a fair.
Rewind the clock back literally a week ago and run up to somebody and say, "Hey, you think SpongeBob's gay?" You know what the average person on this planet answer would be? Yeah. Now ask somebody now. Hey, you think SpongeBob's gay? Yeah. Did you know Nickelodeon say he's officially gay? Oh no, probably I didn't know that.
I mean, to be honest, I could honestly I could honestly see Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life being that way, or his turtle friend.
I've never seen it.
I never seen it. I was hoping somebody would say it, but I
Rocco's
never.
Modern Life, he was a phone sex operator too. That shit
He was a phone sex operator. I have to watch this.
Yeah, one episode, that shit. 90s Nickelodeon, they used to do anything.
Oh, this was a
That.
phone sex operator. I love going back and looking at cartoons that I used to love I used to watch as a kid, and like, cause sometimes I like to do that, and I would watch it, and I would
understand as a kid.
yeah, and I would see some jokes like I would remember the joke, but I would not understand it until I see it as an adult, like and see it in action. Like, I was like, oh, no child would get that because I only remembered it as a child. You know what I mean? So I never seen it as that makes any fucking sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, hell, freaking Billy from Billy and Man, you could end up being gay, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Pretty sure he is. You know, and that's the thing. It's fucking cartoon.
Yeah. That's why it's weird, because the viewers that watch SpongeBob aren't gonna care what his orientation may or may not be, because it's never gonna come up.
It's just like the thing we were talking about the heroes earlier, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. This character exists for certain reasons. Being gay is not one of them. Like this, so just and what I'm saying is like you just arbitrarily slapping it on him after the character was fucking made in 1999. So like 20 years later, it's like, oh, by the way, he's gay. I guess I kind of already knew that, but it do you want do you want a cookie for that or something like?
Yeah.
Like
What
the
do you want, brownie
character
points?
doesn't exist to be gay. He exists to be fucking stupid and funny. There's nothing wrong with the character being gay, but like if you want a character for gay representation, whatever, then make a character that actually exists to be gay from the ground up. Just arbitrarily slapping gay Dumbledore. I guess. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't even fucking give a shit about Harry Potter, but even I heard about that. And I was.
I don't care. It's like he dead. It's too. I don't care.
I mean, honestly, I kind of feel that way about Ellie. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I often kind of wondered, why did you write her to be that way when it's not really going to be integral to the plot? I mean, maybe it will be. I haven't played 2, but it just kind of feels like, well, actually, no, I should take that back.
It wasn't integral to the plot of the main game, but it was integral to the plot of Left Behind.
Actually, yeah, that's true. And I also forgot that her voice actress is gay also. Now, I'm not sure if maybe that was part of it.
Fuck the fact that Ellie is gay. I just like I don't.
Yeah,
it
doesn't. What I'm trying to say is,
ultimate point on that. I don't give a shit about the sexual orientation of a 13-year-old girl.
oh, I don't know. It doesn't bother me either way.
Like the fact that they even did it to begin. No, what I'm saying is the fact they even did it to begin with. But my whole thing is like the fact that they even did it to begin with. Why are you making note of the sexual orientation of a 13-year-old girl? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I just like I don't actually give a fuck about the sexual orientation of a 13-year-old girl. I don't think any adult should give a fuck about the sexual orientation of a 13-year-old girl. But nevertheless, here we are.
Not anyone in the right mind.
Somebody's getting upset about this. Like,
But what I'm saying is, if you wanted to say, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because I was about to say, even if you wanted to say, like, oh, well, you needed to show her, orientation to understand her care for her friend that got bit and she's immune and they both got bit, but she's gonna survive. Bro, you can just have a friend. That's a fucked up situation regardless. You gotta be in love with the motherfucker for that to be a fucked up. It's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand. Like, who gives a shit about that? Who cares about the sexual orientation of fictional fucking characters, man?
Yeah. Like, but what you said was true. It's like if you're gonna make the character gay, like they have to be gay. Like, either have them in a relationship. If their sexual orientation doesn't matter within the context of whatever show or series you're doing, there's no point of you saying you're gay. You're just pandering at that point.
Yeah, you just like, oh, by the way, hey, gay.
Like Sabrina did that Netflix show.
Never watched.
Pandered.
I like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the comedy thingy, but like I couldn't watch the Netflix show because I watched a little bit of it because I was at the time I was staying with my little bro and him and my sister-in-law were watching it, and I was looking at it. But the more I looked at it, like the brief kind of glimpse I seen, I was like, bro, this show is literally satanic, and I was just like, I don't think just.
It's got forced. It's got forced. Well, from in my opinion, based on what I've seen, it seems like it's got forced agenda in it, and that's kind of when I was like,
No, but I
yeah,
was just noticing, like, it was literally. I mean, like, they like they referred to Satan as like the High Lord or some shit like that. They went to like Devil Church, and I mean, like, I was like, bro. I mean, it was like the main characters were literal, like, Satanists is what I'm saying. So I was like, bro, I don't think I want to watch this. So I just stopped watching. And I was just like, I can't. They go to the church of Satan, the court of hell, and I was like, well, and not like in a mocking, goofy way, like Little Nicky. I mean, in the literal, serious. Hey, no, we're like straight up like Satanists. Like, this is what we do. Like, this is and it's not taking in. It's portrayed in this actual, legit, like, not joking light. It's part of her life. And I was like, I don't think I want to look at this. It's just like she's just like every day. It's some satanic shit happening. Like, literally, I do not mean like, because like there are people tell you, oh, that's Harry Potter has witchcraft and satanic. There's nothing satanic about Harry Potter or the old Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You know what I mean? Like, just because they're casting that. That's like saying Wizards of Waverly Place is satanic. That's insane. What I'm saying is, literal Satanism was on display. Did you guys see anything of that new Sabrina show?
I think I've got a full
Nah,
season
I
in.
I just didn't watch it. I didn't think it was gonna be hidden from me because I looked.
I
At
have
the trailer,
I have friends who watch it, but I never watched
Kind
it.
of like disturbing. Like, I was like, how can anybody watch this and not like cringe at
I'm
like?
pretty sure Dustin watches it.
How does he? I mean, I think he did tell me. And I don't think I asked him. How can you watch that and not cringe? It's just like ill. Like, it's just like.
I
like
don't
the-
know.
All right. Let me ask you this, because I watched Lucifer, and it's not cringy at all.
Yeah,
No. I actually seen a little bit of Lucifer. I haven't watched every episode, but I've seen a little bit of Lucifer. That's just a cool show with a cool character, and like, yes, it's a show about the devil, but dude, the show's not about like. That's like saying supernatural. I get the point you're making, but that's not quite what I'm saying. There's no way to explain it because saying like, oh, it's satanic. Oh, it's about like, yeah, it's supernatural satanic. In a sense, yeah, supernatural be fucking satanic, and Helsing will be satanic. I get that. No, what I'm saying is that the characters in the show had like Satanist Bibles. They had like they did rituals, and I was like, this is weird, bro. This is like. It's not just the fact that there's devils in the show. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I love High School DxD. I love it. It's not satanic.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it, so I can't say anything on the subject.
I mean, like, I can't explain this point because it's like I can't use a different word. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other word. Like, what's the definition of satanic? Something that represents Satan. I was like, oh, well, a lot of shit's satanic. Yes. But is it, like, literally satanic? You know what I mean? Like, I guess. I can't explain it.
I think I know what you're trying to say, though.
Yeah. Oh, thank God somebody forgot. It's cringy. Bro. Like, just the way they talk. The shit they say. Like, they won't say thank God. They'll say some other shit. Like, praise Satan. I'm like, bro, ew, what is this? Like,
I guess. Yeah.
hey, yo, you can watch that new Sabrina show and not cringe. I'll cash up you $10.
Hey, say less. I have like a video recording.
Put up the Sabrina first episode, no cringe challenge. Can't cringe at shit they say. If you could do it, bro, $10 will be coming your way via cash. But even with that being said, bro, dude, yeah, like, fucking fictional character sexual orientation. It's just like, it's irrelevant. It's like people who try to like ship characters together in One Piece. I'm like, well, why do you care? Why do you care? Like, why do you care? Like, that has nothing to do with them training, getting stronger, and beating the emperors.
That is true, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think romance would kind of ruin One Piece for me because it just feels so forced. You know, I mean, I know there's people out there saying that Luffy and Boa might become the new Chi-Chi and Goku, which I would hate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily care for Luffy's like fucking sex life, but I just hope that happens as a character thing for Hancock. Because if you're gonna tell me that Oda just ends up at the end of it all trolling this character, and she never gets what she wants when she was literally never bad about it, just very loyal and faithful and helping, and you don't need to just give the character what she wants, then I just feel like Oda just fucking hates Hancock.
Or maybe she finds a man that she'd be a better fit for.
If it's not Luffy, give her somebody. But you know what I mean? But if it comes down to she's still obsessed with Luffy, at least let Luffy marry. If he's going to be the Pirate King, she's already Empress. Let Luffy marry the bitch. Like, you know, it's just like, it would kind of be shitty on Hancock's part if it doesn't happen for her. I was just like, come on, Lord, you just hate her or something?
Yeah, that would be. I was like, damn, he had her hard simping for years.
Years. I know Hancock's gonna show up and help him if something bad happens in Mirajo or Wano or some other. You know, she will always have this nigga back. When would Hancock ever stop having Luffy back? Who can put a when?
I mean, she'd probably literally die for him. So,
Nah. Y'all don't think that would be like the biggest troll? I don't know. Maybe I just feel sorry for it.
I mean, I guess I look at it from a different perspective. Because, yeah, she's quote unquote in love with Luffy, but I feel like it's more to do with who he is, more so than Luffy himself. It's the fact that he's not affected by her power, and so that kind of is part of it. And then there's also the whole respect he showed her sisters and covering up their marks and all that, their whatever you want to call them, the markings they received from the Celestial Dragons.
They slave tattoos.
You
know, slave tattoos.
Right. So if somebody else was to, you know, be similar to Luffy in that respect, she might fall for that person as well. I don't think it's so much the fact that it's Luffy. It's because her power. Honestly, I think it's kind of trying to indicate that she's in some ways maybe I shouldn't say afraid of her power, but she doesn't want to be with somebody who can be affected by her power, because then it's not real attraction.
Yeah, no, I get that entirely. That's just like you want somebody who likes you for who you are, basically. You would get that. So that's a sweet message. but we're coming up close on an hour. So is there anything anybody kind of want to anything that happened this week? Some news you heard about? Something you want to put out there, bring awareness? I don't give a fuck. Just like
news.
Something that
I mean, there's a lot of things happening. Just like off the top of my head. Oh wait. Actually, I do have something. Has nothing to do with anime, video games, or anything really. But
just whatever. Spotlight on it.
Yesterday, I don't know if it happened to you guys, but T-Mobile went just haywire, and just everybody who had T-Mobile just like couldn't use their phones.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was like nationwide. It just the service just stopped, and like midway through my phone, like I could use the internet, but I couldn't call or text anybody.
Oh, that's what the fuck happened. That's what happened yesterday. Okay, that makes so much sense. Okay.
I was hot because I was like messaging so many of my friends, be like, "Yo, are you guys able to use your phones?" Like,
right. And then at the end of the day, like nobody can send messages, and then towards the end of the day, I was getting messages like, because I guess the problem was like me and my friends. I guess we kept trying to resend the message, so it just kind of stored them all up and sent them out. But man, fuck T-Mobile. I like my phone plan's dope. I like it, But that's crazy. But like, but is there anything else anybody want to put like just a spotlight on? Like it could be a new series coming out. I just fucking finished volume 7 of Ruby, so I'm gonna say everybody, please, bro. Like each season is literally it will take you like an hour and a half to watch the season. The episode's like 15 minutes apiece. Watch Ruby.
I got some news. And
I'll watch Ruby if you read Mashley.
And I'm sure everyone else has heard about it too. But I'll finally be able to experience Shaman King because apparently the new anime is going to cover the entirety of the manga.
They're remaking the Shaman King anime.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
shitting me?
The first one was
Don't
Yeah.
fuck
ass.
with me.
They messed up so
Don't
much
fuck
stuff
with
and
me.
left so much
Hey,
out.
listen.
Nah, it's real.
Listen, don't
It's
fuck
real.
with me.
So it's real.
I love Shaman King. I've read the whole manga twice, 3 times. I'm halfway through the third time almost, but like, don't fuck with me.
Yeah,
It's legit, though.
They gonna
Fuck
have
with-
it coming
but-
out, man.
Bro,
It's
there's three anime that I've been wanting to have remade and redone, and to
What are the
only
three?
nothing only but follow the manga for so long, and that's been Shaman King, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Rosario Vampire. But if you're telling me Shaman King is getting a remake and it's just gonna follow the fucking manga,
2021, they said.
oh my god. Oh my god! Think about the video games that's gonna start coming out for that shit. Think about
It's always
Right.
different when you
Wait,
watch
my
an
hero.
anime first,
Some
and
good
the
shit's
anime,
coming
like,
back.
gets canceled, then you
Hey,
read
listen.
the manga.
I'm sorry, but I'm declaring it right now, bro. Whenever the fuck Shaman King drops, people will start forgetting a lot about a lot of shit. I'm talking Mid Hero. I'm talking Demon Slayer. All that shit's about to just become forgotten, bro. Because Shaman King might take over
Demon Slayer is done though.
whatever the fuck. I'm saying Fire Force, whatever the fuck you read, whatever the fuck you think is good. If you've never seen or read Shaman, no, don't watch Shaman King anime. Wait till the new one comes. If you've never read Shaman King and you don't know it, whatever you think is good, you will realize it's fucking mid tier.
I feel like I'm the only person who has no interest in Demon Slayer whatsoever.
I've never seen it.
It's just,
I think
so
it's
I've
dull
seen
to
it
me.
and read it, and the ending is thoroughly disappointing.
What I am reading that's not mid tier. Seriously, I have to finish it. It's Jujutsu Kaisen.
You know what other anime could deserve a remake? Sorry to cut you off. Rurouni Kenshin didn't follow the entirety of the manga, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's the thing. Rurouni Kenshin followed the manga well. It just only followed half of the manga.
Yeah, so maybe that could get a remake at some point.
Now, I don't want them to start up because they did the first half justice. Just pick up where you left off.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but you were saying?
Soul Leader again. Soul
Yo,
Leader,
I was just about to say that.
Like the manga is so much different. Oh man, when I fucking seen the anime and how they beat the kid, I'm like, dog, they didn't even had it happen. They didn't even beat him in the manga. Like, don't fuck with me.
What are you talking
Soul
about?
Leader.
Oh,
Because
bro,
like how
I've
Maka
been
became
wanting to
like
get into
half
Soul
a
Leader for
weapon and
years. You know what sucks? I've been wanting to get into Soul Leader for years, and I was about to start watching the anime, and a person told me, no, the anime doesn't follow manga. I was like, fuck. I do not want to sit here and read this fucking manga. Not because I think it's bad. It's just God is such a fucking. It took me so long to finish Madaka manga. When I was a kid, I used to read manga like this. Now I do not have the time to sit there and read chapters upon chapters and chapters of manga. It's just like
I'm the opposite now. See, now I just like sitting down just reading manga.
I just remembered another anime series that could really.
Blue Exorcist. Fuck it. They would just make a new anime for that and make it follow the manga.
I was gonna say Trigun because that does not follow the manga. 100%.
The Trigun anime does a damn. I was watching that. I like that.
Yeah,
Oh, and I was gonna say, so I can tell you, I don't know the exact chapter, but I can tell you where the anime for Soul Eater starts to deviate from the manga.
Oh, that'll give me a good jump off point. That's something I need. I mean, I could do that. Like if I have a good jump off point, I could, like I did with Hitman. I thank God the anime went through the future arc. Fuck, I wouldn't have read the manga. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't.
Agree.
I would have not read the future arc. Where I picked up in the manga right now, where I'm reading this stuff, cool. I was able to just get past all that Byakuya shit in the anime. Woo! And okay, fine. I'm fine reading these last 100 chapters, whatever. But like 300, 400 something chapters of, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, ass. Shit, that anime ass. Dude, that's a lot of anime.
But if you can give me a jump on point from where I can watch into Soul Eater, hopefully it's more than like fucking 12 chapters in though. Yo, Flo.
I think you might be getting the
I don't know. I was trying to see if I could find the actual chapter, but the actual because I did the same thing too when I watched the anime, and then I had to find out where it left off. But right now, I could only say there was a point where 3 of the kids fight this mosquito villain, and then that's literally after that chapter it deviates from it.
Tell me that's like more than like 30 chapters in.
That's
like in the anime, that's like far.
Medusa, right? That's after
Wait, say that
Medusa
again?
gets. Isn't that after like Medusa gets taken out and shit?
I can't
'Cause
remember if
then,
it was
like-
after or before that.
Yeah, because then like her sister's like Arachna or something. Then she comes into play in the story.
Yeah, but that's what happens in the manga. But in the wait, in the anime, did they get to Arachne?
Yeah, they got to her, but they like changed a lot of the fights and a lot of her underlings fights between people.
Oh, okay. Well,
didn't like that shit.
when I was like looking at the chapters, I was like looking at the episodes, looking at the chapters, seeing what's different. I'm like, okay, this is not different. This is not different. And then I only remember the exact point because I remember telling my friends the same thing, that when they fought the three kids fights the mosquito villain, then literally the next episode has nothing to do with how the manga continues off after that. And I kept checking. I was like, all right, so this is the point. So I was like, all right.
Yeah. If that's a good chunk of if you can remember exactly, we know. If that's a good chunk of the series, that might be good.
Oh yeah, it is. Sure.
To like to jump it up, just like when a comic got killed. I'm glad I was already fucking reading the manga before that anime even came out. But like when the comic got killed, the anime came out, bro. After episode 10, you do not know how much I started to hate that anime. I was just like, bro, are you serious? All you had to do was just follow this amazing ass.
Dying, and I was like, no, this is not happening. And I had to like reread the manga. I was like, all right, I knew I was right. This shit is bullshit. Like, who fucking signed off on this shit?
Bro, man, I gotta finish the comic got killed too, bro. This is fucking hard. Stunny, bro. Anything you want to bring some light to? Anything you're looking forward to? Series, events, whatever.
The series I'm looking forward to is the webtoon God of High School, because I like the choreography and all the fights.
God of I've heard about that for years. A homie of mine is really into that.
Cheap, man. They gonna just be whooping ass. It's like all types of martial arts and weapons they can use in fights.
It's getting an anime or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a homie of mine, he talked to me about that one for years. Was that the one? Is that the one where like people have like all the abilities of past martial artists? So I don't know. I could be butchering that.
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah, I could be butchering the fuck out of that. But yeah, I got to high school. Now, I might check that out because I didn't want to read it. I'm not even gonna lie. But like, it was getting an anime. Fuck, I can always sit there and watch an anime. You know what I mean? Like,
so did you like Harry Potter?
No, you know what? I've never liked Harry Potter. I'll never get into Harry Potter, and I think Harry Potter.
Never mind, you're not gonna like
I'll explain to you why I think Harry Potter's trash. Not because of his lore or story. I'm pretty sure all that's fantastic. With character development, sure. I just hate the fact that at the end of the day, the quote unquote fights is niggas standing about 20 feet apart from each other in front of green screens, pointing at each other and yelling shit, and then magical effects have filled. And I was like, no, I don't like spell casting like that. You know, if I want to see people fight with magic, I want to see some Black Clover type shit, or some Doctor Strange type shit, or some fairy tale type shit. I don't want people standing there like, and just pointing at each other. And I was like, bro, where's like the actual?
I was gonna tell you to read Mastery because I only got like 19 chapters. It's kind of like Harry Potter, but it's not, because the main character is like Saitama, because he doesn't have magic, so he just has to go over there and just punch people.
Sounds like. I guess niggas is taking that and running with it now. Oh, everybody can do this, but the main character can't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those kinds of stories.
Okay, that shit's hidden, man. That shit's funny.
There was another one called The Regular Magic High School where it was like that, which is pretty damn good. You should check that out. But okay, man. Okay, I guess let's wrap up and get the hell out of here, bro. If nobody else got anything they want to go, and put some spotlight on, but just go through some final thoughts and see what's going on in everybody's mind. Yo, Flo, man, what's going on, bro?
What do you mean? I was the one who started the final thoughts, or the final the things we want to start with.
Nah, nigga, I actually doesn't even want to put a spotlight on.
Not really. No.
Oh my god. Now I'm asking you just your final thoughts. It's like gay SpongeBob.
Okay, wait. Final thoughts. Okay, so
gay SpongeBob, PS5.
Gay SpongeBob, don't really care. They're pandering though. People, that's what companies are going to do. They're going to always try to save face and try to, be more liked by the general population. So don't really care. So I stopped watching SpongeBob years ago. So
Yeah.
PS5. I hope it's all the best. I might end up getting it. I might. Right now, I have no plans on getting it, but shout out. I do like the fact that Black Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming to video games after we had that monster of a movie. So,
Why do people forget he's also Spanish, huh? No love for the Latinos.
well, what's it called? Well, that's funny because I'm also part Dominican, and he reminds me a lot of me. But even though some Latinos are white, some Latinos are black. What type of? I think he's Puerto Rican, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure black Puerto Ricans are like primarily black, but it's whatever. Uh,
Have. Like,
but you have but he looks more black, and
I
and then you have
understand.
Miguel O'Hara for the
I
Spanish.
understand you may have features that favor one side more than another, but nigga, half still means fucking half. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah, that's true. Cause like
No, but you
like
still
when I
have
take my
Miguel
son to the
O'Hara for
hospital,
the
they still say, nah, he's
Latinos.
black. I was like, nah, but he's half white, bitch. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but he's
I
more
don't like
black
when nurses
than
and
he is
doctors try
white.
to write that. Like, nah, you're gonna have to put a half symbol there because this motherfucker's mixed. He's not just black, bitch.
Yeah. That's like like Estonia doesn't make sure. Like, bro, it's like but he's more black than white. How, bitch? I'm black. His mom's white. He's black and he's white.
He's like,
No,
nah, but and this crazy thing is he's not even like dark skinned at all. So it's like he looks a little white. He just got curly hair. It's like,
He's both.
bitch,
It's called being
it's 'cause you see me with
biracial.
him, huh? I was like, bitch,
People,
you made me
some
have to smack you.
people are actually biracial. Like, if I go meet some fucking straight out of fucking Ireland, red-headed, freckle-faced, pale-skinned ginger chick, we had a baby. That baby is not just black. Baby's Irish.
see, but how I see with the black and white thing, or that's a little different from Miles' situation, but
He's
like
black and
you have like Obama, who's seen as the first black president, even though he's straight down the middle, half black, half white. Same thing goes with a lot of other actors and actresses. They just label them as black actors or black actresses. Um, how I see it is that majority of the white community sees it as if they have anything in them that's not white, they'll see them as that color instead.
Not all white people 100% white.
but you know what? You can say it that way, but that's biologically incorrect. So who
No,
gives a
no, I
fuck?
know that's just this is how it's usually painted.
Yo, what's up?
All right, what's going on, Z? But yeah, he's like black and he's Puerto Rican, so like he doesn't just stop being mixed. Because
No, but at the same time, technically Puerto Rican is black though. Technically,
if you mean that they're like dark skinned people, sure, but like that doesn't mean that like bro, there's a lot of black people. I'm black, but I'm not fucking Jamaican. I'm not Haitian. I'm not Creole. You know what I mean? Like I'm not Dominican. There are a lot of black skinned people, but that don't mean we're the same fucking thing.
yeah,
Just like there are
okay,
a lot
but
of
it goes down to being the difference between race and ethnicity, where all those were like different ethnicities that you named. But like if you look at, there's only like 5 main races, and the Spanish is not one of them. It's like there's black, there's white, there's Asian, there's Native American, and then there's this other weird one I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of people black, but everyone's Wakandan, so I get what Soul's saying.
So like technically, like the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, they're black, but like the Cubans are white, and like Spaniards are white.
well, yeah,
Like
that's
people from Spain.
see, to me, you're only just naming skin, like because like I get what you're saying, but there's no difference to me because like they're all Spanish people, whether they're dark skinned or light skinned, you're Spanish people. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, I'm just saying
Or
that there's a difference between race, the actual like someone's race than someone's ethnicity.
I got man, I think about that shit too much, man. Like. Like I got a homegirl. It's like she's Mexican and she's Dominican, right? I didn't know that because she told me she was mixed. So she told me she was Mexican. She told me she was mixed. I thought she was black. So I was like, okay, so you're half black. She's like, no, I'm Mexican and Dominican. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, I mean, you're still black. I mean, like, I get what you're saying. You're not a black American. I get what you're saying, but like, if I'm looking at you, you look black. So it's like, like I get you're Spanish, but you know what I mean? You're black. Who cares? Like. Don't think about it too hard. It's like
I feel you.
still. I mean, she's still Spanish. Just because she's black, I mean she's not Spanish. Miles is Spanish.
Yeah, he is. He has a Hispanic, Latin roots, whatever they call him.
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about Morales?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
his
just
mom is
because he's
Hispanic.
black doesn't make him not Spanish. He's not more black than he is Spanish. He's just black and Spanish. It's that simple.
I mean, the philosophical question would be, why do we care so much?
Why
Like,
do we care so much? Hey, you know what, Z-Boy? You came at the wrong one because we're really about to wrap up, man. Unless there's anything you want to talk about. If Z-Boy, is there anything you want to say on the PS5 or SpongeBob being gay?
I mean, I don't have a PS, sadly. I know it has more games. That's all I know about the PS5. I mean, the SpongeBob thing. I mean, obviously, it is pandering. Although there was signs, like
Like,
I think everybody
this is
knew.
season 1, man. Like,
I think everybody knew the dude was a little different. Let's not be tongue in cheek here. I think everybody knew.
Like,
Yeah, I mean-
Square had him in that maid uniform, and I was like, oh, this nigga look
and
gay.
then like by
Once he
Squidward.
kept coming, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga really gay. Like him and Patrick were having kids together. I was like,
Bro,
And,
I was gay ever before I knew what being gay was, and I never cared. And I never looked at him differently. It was just like whatever.
I didn't like stop watching. It's like, oh, I can't watch this gay
They didn't even
stuff.
do it. Like, here's the funny thing. Nickelodeon didn't even do it like in an episode of SpongeBob having to sit down and talk with his parents and say, "Hey, look, this," because time doesn't pass SpongeBob. It's really only been like a year in their time, I'm assuming, because nothing's fucking changed, you know. So, but like, what I'm assuming is like, they never had a point where he sat down and talked to his parents. Or like, nope, it was just like, "Hey, Twitter, here's a tweet. SpongeBob's gay." Huh?
No, they didn't say he's exactly gay. They say he's LGBTQ, and apparently
Shit's
I
gay.
found out.
All them letters mean gay.
Literally, I found out that apparently asexual is a part of the LGBTQ community too.
I'm like, I fuck the alphabet community, bro. I don't give a fuck about asexual people, bro. You're not attracted to anything? Yeah, I'm oppressed. My life's harder than yours.
Then I guess that would make Piccolo part of that then, because he's asexual.
Yeah. Piccolo is literally an asexual. He's a fucking slut. They reproduce asexually. Being asexual.
All the Namekians are LGBT.
Asexual. It's the dumbest fucking thing. I'm not attracted to anything. I don't care. What the fuck?
The creator said himself that SpongeBob was asexual, but that could just mean he mean asexual as in like because sponges reproduce asexually. He could just mean that. But
Nah, that nigga likes Squidward.
by Squidward.
Bye, Squidward.
No, that nigga likes Squidward.
It's like
Dora-
you said Squidward twice.
Black? I didn't know Dora was black.
She's black Hispanic.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if she's African, but I call her black Hispanic because it's
Wait,
like it's not.
was it like her mom or her dad or which one?
Wait, who is?
Dora.
I call it black
Oh,
Hispanic
okay.
because it's not like because it's just not just.
How
because
do
when
you
you
know
look
that? Did they
at-
ever show Dora's parents? I literally don't know. I'm not joking.
Yeah, they show her parents in every intro.
What?
Yeah, the intro they show her parents. He just jumps off
What?
a porch and go hangs out with a monkey in the forest.
Okay, I remember. I remember that. I don't remember nothing else. Hey, I always wanted to flip that and drop some dope ass freestyles over that shit. But you guys ready to get out of here?
So, we talking about One Piece and My Hero this week?
Damn, I gotta catch up on My Hero. I gotta catch up on My Hero. I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm not that far behind. Not as far as I was behind. I just don't really give a fuck about My Hero. You know what I mean? I don't hate it, but I don't feel the urge of like, damn, I have to make sure I'm caught up on that. It's just, it has its moments. I like that Endeavor chapter or a couple of arcs back. That shit. It needs to do that. It needs to do that. Like when All Might was saving the kids with the Nomu, that's what I want to read My Hero for. Everything else is like, yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear your opinion when you catch up because I like this arc's been.
Last thing I remember was Bunny Girl was trying to catch the doctor dude.
Bro, there's so much that happened. So much that happened after that.
And then I think the Endeavor just showed up and they were about to catch the Doctor dude. And then I remember Dustin telling me a bunch of spoilers because I was like 4 chapters behind at the point. But then I forgot everything because I was just like whatever. I think something died. Did someone die? I don't remember.
When you're probably gonna need the not stream, but at least have a video out. I want to hear what you got to say.
If you guys want to, I could literally sit here and just do a live catch up on My Hero. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, those chapters kind of heat, so we can do that.
all right. Fuck. I'm off tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. Sure. Do a live catch up on My Hero. I gotta go look. What was that video I put up about My Hero first? That was the last chapter I read. So let me see what chapter I'm on. Let's do this real quick. 267. I'm on 267. Oh, I finished 267, so I'm on 268.
I'm pretty sure there's 275 now.
Oh, that'd be a good little read. We'll probably be here for like an hour or so doing that. That much happened in like 8 chapters?
Oof. You don't know the half of it.
Man, her coach, she got extra sauce, man, on those chapters.
He went in his bag.
8 chapters? All right, cool. I'm convinced. We'll read My Hero tomorrow. So I guess come through for that. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing My Hero catch-up. Who are going to be here, I guess? What time do you guys want to do it?
I don't know how my day is going to go tomorrow. So
Neither the Xbox will ever be better.
Wait. 2 people at once. Confuse the fuck out of me. Okay, somebody said they don't know how their day was going to go, but I couldn't pick up.
That was me. I don't know how my day is going to go tomorrow, but I'll let you know.
Okay, well, this is your fucking. You don't want to talk about some of his heat.
I'm pretty sure you should be. You should. I haven't seen anyone dislike My Hero right now.
No, I don't dislike My Hero. I'm just not in. I don't feel like. Even with Black Clover, I like Black Clover more than My Hero. I don't even feel like the need to read Black Clover every week. I don't know.
Black Clover was on break last week.
You know, slowly battling depression. So there's also that.
Hey, you and me both, boy.
Yeah.
Struggle is definitely real on that front.
Doing something.
I can tell you
That's
that.
true.
Be proactive.
Yeah, you got to keep doing stuff, man. That's it.
That's why I had to start trying to stop procrastinating and do live reactions because most times, like, man, I don't feel like getting up and cutting on that fucking laptop.
Bro, I just drank and go to sleep, bro. I'm trying to stop. Trying to stop. And you know what? Ever since Felicia got here, I've really picked up too many bottles, to be honest. That right, girl. It just fucking ignore you even heard that, by the way. So thank you, bro. Hey, thank you guys for coming through, man. Thanks for everybody for coming through and chilling and chatting. Well, an hour and 20. That's not too bad, bro. We should definitely. I'm gonna try to keep this up at least weekly, definitely. Unless we're gonna do another one tomorrow, but you know, it could be like a fucking Joe Rogan. We could literally be so Rogan. You know what? We'll call it. Ooh. I'm sorry, I just had an idea. But we're gonna be out of here, bro. You guys, I guess, yeah. Well, I don't know. Say goodbye. I don't know how the fuck you guys want to do that.
See you, boys.
Peace, everyone.
Thanks for having me as always, and I'll definitely be back whenever this happens again.
Hopefully the Xbox be better because PS4, PS5 system is killing us. It sucks right now. We're going outside. So yeah.
Well, damn. All right. SpongeBob's gay and the PS5 sucks. So this is it's 2020. It's 2020. I mean, all right, guys. It's your boy Sophus Hell Hydra.